G'day Tiger fans, welcome back to Raw Vision for round 12 and the preview ahead of the Swans game up at the SCG, and we've been joined by assistant coach Brendon Lade. Third time this year, Lady, good to have you here again.
It's always good to talk to you, mate, you know that.
How you been?
Yeah, I've been alright.
Very good. Now we're coming off a bye.
Yeah.
It's been tough coming off a bye this year. What have we sort of done to guard against that? Not many teams have won off the bye.
No, I think only 4 teams have won after the year, but we had a really hard session Wednesday and Friday last week. Really put the boys through their paces and freshen them up again this week. Obviously it's been raining here in Melbourne and the track's a bit heavy, so just freshen them up and really go into the Sydney game very confident because, you know, we did beat them last year in round 15 or 16, so it was really good.
How did we structure up the bye? Did the boys get away and have a bit of a break? Did you give them a few days off, or did you pull them back after losing up in Darwin?
That's a temptation because to lose that game against Port was disappointing from a club point of view. We gave them the first 2 days off, the Monday and Tuesday. Trained on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then they got the weekend off as well. So we tried to freshen them up. Everyone was right on the edge of getting injured, we reckon. Like, there's a few people who could have tipped over and got injured. So decided to freshen them up and give them a good week on the track. Give the weekend off and get them back for this week.
So it sounds like the boys were getting a little bit tired. Probably came at a good time, the bye.
Yeah, perfect time. When we got the draw, we found out that we're having the bye in round 11, and we got another one in about 6 or 7 weeks as well. So come at perfect times, we thought, for us.
And what was the wash up from that Port Adelaide game? What did you look at it and think we did right and wrong?
Yeah, as coaches, we were a little bit disappointed the way we coached. We went away from a few things we believe in as coaches and the way we think we should play to win games. So obviously we're disappointed with that. But also, we had periods in the game where we did dominate and couldn't put it on the scoreboard. So we had our chances in the game, but just couldn't take them, unfortunately.
Okay, now the coaches, did you guys get away at all? The players had like the 4 days off. What about the coaches?
All the assistants, myself, Danny, Lepper, and obviously the senior coach basically all stayed and worked. Right. Wayne Campbell, think some people might know Wayne. You know Wayne?
I do know Wayne.
Wayne got away to Byron Bay for 4 or 5 days, so he was working really hard.
He's kidding himself, Wayne.
He even took the family up, which was nice of Wayne to do.
It's nice for him to do that, but you blokes stayed here and worked, and Wayne Campbell went to Byron Bay. Yeah,
I think he said he walked on the beach, a few topless people and that, so he had a great time. We were down here freezing.
Well, he probably took a good time to go there. It's been pretty cold in Melbourne. Anyway, we checked out Damien Hardwick's press conference during the week.
We just went about our training as per normal, gave the players a couple of days off, then came back, reviewed the game and went from there. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
So you took it easy rather than load up?
I think so. Look, we had a couple of reasonable, solid sessions last week, but this week we've just gone about our training as per normal, as a normal week. So, hopefully it reaps dividends come Sunday.
Was coming off Darwin a factor in that?
No, not really. We obviously had the schedule earlier in the year and went through it, and it was always part of our plans to go about it this way. So, we'll see how it goes.
Well, some good news during the week, lady. Tommy Hislop's been elevated to the senior list. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, obviously Tommy's been at the Tigers. This is his 2nd or 3rd year now, but obviously had a down year last year, got injured both his knees. So we decided to re-rookie him, had some big operations. Yeah. When we re-rookied him, he was hardly walking. And he was a bit disappointed in himself that he felt he wasn't contributing and wasn't going to be a good rookie. Fast forward to round 12 and the boys in the squad this week. So
that's great.
Hopefully he gets a game. But it's good news for him and for his family. And hopefully if he gets a game, he can go out there and perform a role for us.
That's great for Tommy. Well, the changes for this week, Helbig has gone out, but we've brought in Edwards, Hislop, Webberley and Asprey. Obviously you don't know the team yet, not till Sunday, so you don't have to announce it till tomorrow. But who's in the mix there? Shane Edwards probably come straight back in?
Yeah, Shane will probably come straight back in. His form before he got injured was outstanding.
Yeah.
Asprey and Hislop are going to be pretty close. Webber's the other one. He could come in, but he's obviously he travelled last week, so didn't play at all. He travelled the week before as well, so he hasn't played for a couple of weeks. So we're looking to give him a run either in the AFL or in the VFL.
Beautiful. Now, heading up to Sydney, never an easy game heading up there. In fact, I don't think we've won up there since 2004, but different team now. What are the challenges of playing on the SCG with our structures, a smaller ground? Do you have to tinker with much?
You do a little bit. It's everyone thinks it's a really small ground,
Yeah.
which it is lengthwise, but width-wise, it's probably the widest ground in the AFL, and
It is.
you can get lost out in those on those wings there, as you know. You run into a fence up there, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Thanks, Andrew Dunkley, for that.
But yeah, it's just playing the way we want to play the game, and as coaches, we're going to let them go out and play, hopefully the whole time, and get a good result up there.
Swans are in pretty good form, going well, but they've actually dropped 3 at home. How do you see them sitting, their strengths and weaknesses?
Obviously, they lost games to the top 3 of the top 4 teams, so that's
what people haven't looked at. They're all top 4 teams.
Yeah, and look, some of our stats match up to those top 4 teams, and some don't. So we think in some of those areas we'll be able to catch the Swans out, and hopefully get a break on them early in the game.
Well, it is women's round this week, Lady. How important is it around a footy club to have plenty of women involved in what we're doing?
Yeah, it's especially good here at Richmond. There's a lot of women working in the admin side. We've got a couple of girls that work down and strap the boys up as well.
Yeah.
You get a bit sick of boys sometimes, running into boys all the time. So it's nice to see, a girl have a chat, something different. You can't swear as much, but it's
keeps the boys in line.
Keeps the boys in line as well. So it's it's great for them to be involved in the football club, and they do perform a very important role.
Yeah, they certainly do. And speaking of that, we've got a great women's network here with the Tiger Lilies having a big function on the 12th of July. So check out the website if you'd like to come on. It should be a good night, lady. You're sending your wife along?
She'll probably go. Gets out of the house, gets away from the kids, so she'll probably get an invite.
She'd look forward to a night away from you, I reckon, mate. So.
I said the kids.
Yeah, exactly. And we have one more update. Chris Newman still hasn't been able to secure his Jeep, Grand Cherokee. Yours? Yeah, I've had mine for a few weeks. Yeah, you got one yet?
Yeah, I've got mine.
Yeah, so sorry about that, Newies. But if any fans see him, that's why he's going grey. Still hasn't been able to get into the Jeep, but he'll get there soon. Anyway, look forward to seeing all the Tiger fans up in Sydney on Sunday. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.